Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Thomas Sheeran on the return. Stopped by number 8, Isaiah Romaine. First and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 29-yard line.
Tim. This headset, please. This is the new one. It doesn't work.
And first and 10 will go for a gain of about
Carried by number
3 yards.
Joseph Ruff. Stopped on the play by number 10, Alex Jones, and number 66,
Joseph Ruff, the senior running back,
Rodriguez.
on the carry. Gonna get a couple of yards there.
Second down, 7.
Past the 30 at the 32-yard line. In shotgun formation, man in motion is Ruff. Looking towards Ruff for the check down before being taken down by Michael Terry. Terry's had a couple of plays here throughout the season.
Complete to number 32, Joseph Ruff. Stopped on the play by number 16, Michael Terry.
They're gonna get taken down for a loss of 4 yards.
Loss of 4 on the play. 3rd and 11 for East Greenwich from their own 28-yard line.
That could be 3rd and 11.
Go more. Right there. Yep, that's his shot.
2 running backs in the backfield. In shotgun formation, it's gonna be an offsides call. Looks
Flag
like
on the play.
John Dre Brown might have stepped up a little too early.
Offsides against the Thunderbolts.
And that's gonna be a 3rd and 6 now.
A 5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 6 for East Greenwich from their own 33-yard line.
At about the same formation, 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. There's gonna be a pass looking towards the middle, and it is caught for a first down. Tight grab by Patrick Kiernan, senior wide receiver, who's gonna get a couple more yards. They're gonna get to the 45-yard line in their own territory.
Thomas's pass is complete to number 15, Patrick Kiernan.
The Thomas is the junior quarterback.
Stopped by number 4,
2 for
Antonello
2.
Lucchetti. Gain of 12 on the play is good for an East Greenwich first down. 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 45-yard line.
Now going to be set up at the 45-yard line.
Perfect shot. It's a great shot.
It's going to be another handoff, this time towards the middle. Back to Ruff. Not going to get too much there. Only
Joseph
about a
Ruff,
gain
the
of
ball
1.
carrier. Stopped by number 10, Alex Jones.
And both teams, East Greenwich and Granderson East,
Gain of 1 on the play.
haven't had the
2nd down.
greatest of seasons so
9.
far. Actually, the very opposite of it. East yet to win a game. East yet to win a game this season. Cranston East and East Greenwich, I believe, only has 1 game won on the season. In shotgun formation. 1 man in the slot. The Thomases. With clean pocket, it's going to pass for the check down to Javian David. Javian David's going to get taken at the sideline or about the 30-yard line. Going to be inside East territory now. Another first down and move the chains by a lot as they're in good field position to try and do something here.
Gain of 24 on the play is good for an East Greenwich first down. 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts 30-yard line.
Now inside the Thunderbolts 30-yard line. 1st and 10 back in the shotgun formation. And it looks like it's going to be another jump. Again, DeAndre Brown gonna jump off sides there.
Cranston East.
And just another miscue there.
It's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts 25-yard line.
Sure. There's no SD card in
Flag on the play.
Yeah, another flag on the play here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry about anything that you happen to see like on the screen.
Okay.
That 5-yard penalty puts the ball on the Thunderbolts 20-yard line. 1st
As
and
long
10
as you don't
East
see
Greenwich.
a red battery icon up here, start flashing.
Okay.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 20-yard line. Another pass from Thomas is going to look towards the left side, and it's incomplete. Tried to one-hand that. David, correction. Thomas Sheeran.
Pass is intended for number 12. Thomas Sheeran is incomplete.
Tight coverage by
2nd down, 10.
Nashby Cherry. And we're going to be joined today here by Camlin. Cam, what have you been seeing from, how do you think East Greenwich are going to attack this game?
So far, they've been attacking East with like a shallow concept, running drags across the front and just quick passes, and it's been working.
And another flag at the line of scrimmage, this time on East Greenwich's side.
Okay.
That 5-yard penalty puts the ball on the Thunderbolts 25-yard line. 2nd and 15 for East Greenwich.
Now, going to be 2nd and 15.
You want to be able to see the ball. Think about think of like when you watch NFL or you watch college. Where's the camera shot? That's what you want your camera shot.
2 in the backfield. Sheeran, the slot receiver, but instead is going to go to the right towards double coverage, batted down by Antonello Shetty. And great coverage there by the Thunderbolts, as that's going to be a 3rd down and
Thomas's
15.
pass intended for number 2, Javian David, is incomplete.
And Cam, already this drive you've seen a couple of miscues from both
It
sides.
brings
2
up
offsides
3rd
from
and 15 for East Greenwich
2 offsides from the
25-yard
Thunderbolts
line.
and 1 false start from one of the receivers on East Greenwich. Is that just a sort of need to learn how to be disciplined, or is that more on just being a little too eager?
Yeah, that's what they preach in practice is discipline. And
pass towards middle is going to be caught for an easy touchdown, breaking a tackle. Thomas Sheeran
Thomas's pass
puts in 6
is
for the
complete
Avengers.
To number 12, Patrick Sheeran. Touchdown, East Greenwich.
On a 3rd and 15 play, they strike towards middle, and the Thomases has his first touchdown of the day.
Yeah, so when you on the extra point, you want to be able to see the kicker, and then you want to see the crossbar.
Number 32, Joseph Ruff, to attempt the point after for East Greenwich.
Looks like to attempt the extra point, Joseph Ruff. Had a couple of carries so far this game. Now he gets to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and through the middle.
The
It's
kick
good.
is good. With 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter, East Greenwich 7, Princeton East nothing.
And that easy touchdown is what we've seen basically all season. So we've basically seen this all season. Cranston East just playing horrible pass defense, horrible rush defense. They can't seem to stop anything. So this is definitely a game to be a little bit more better on the defensive side. Cam, what do you think they should do to try to prevent this? Or what does East have to improve upon this game in terms of defense?
Defensively, they need to take away these short passes. They're running quick stops and drags. Their middle linebackers need to come down and shut out that middle. They're getting meshed, and that's what's really throwing them off right now.
So just be wary.
And 8:31 left on the
East Greenwich,
clock.
number 32, Joseph Rock.
Already 7-0 Avengers
Back deep
up
for
on
the
top.
Thunderbolts, number 3, Nashby Cherry, and number 4, Antonello Lucetti.
Nashby Cherry and Antonello Lucetti, people in return. And just breaking out the huddle is the Avengers. 8:31 to go after the score. Let's see if East can strike back. Rough to kick it off. Giving the green light. Gonna be a little squib kick, being wary of the and
Flag on
a
the
flag
play.
already. Yeah, being wary of the returners. Lucetti and Cherry both dangerous with running room.
Illegal kick against East Greenwich.
And an illegal kick. Looks like they may have to re-kick it. And just to go back to that point we were trying to make, Cam, the discipline we've seen on that first drive, kind of a little bit shaky there. What can you say about that?
Yeah, but it's nothing that you can't change. You just need to be more wary of the quarterback's cadence and just not try to get caught off guard like that.
Ruff gonna try for a second time. They're gonna be a short one, bouncing once and received by East at about the 40-yard line, their own territory. Gonna try to bull rush and we'll get to the 50-yard line, a little bit past that, and we'll go inside Avenger territory.
Ball is returned by number 21, Elijah Belmont.
Elijah
Taken
Belmont,
down by number 9, Spencer Warburton.
the return man there.
Will be 1st and 10 for Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 49-yard line.
And Cam, just let us know what we've been seeing from this East offense this past few games, how they've been scoring a little bit more, I guess you would say.
They've had more of an air attack than the previous years here at Crescent East. It's usually been run heavy and open up with a run to Page and Alfie. But they've been more air raid type of offense, so they're putting up more yardage because they have a lot of threats at the receiver position, so might as well make use of it.
It's going to be taken down for a
Number
loss
26, Peyton
there.
Alfie, the ball carrier.
And last
Stopped by
time
number 22,
the
Kate Thomas,
Thunderbolts
and number 9,
faced
Spencer Warburton.
the Avengers was during the
Loss of 1 on the play.
homecoming game last
2nd
year for
down,
Cranston East at
11.
home. So this time it's a consolation match, and at 10 a.m. there's not really many people there. Football team might outnumber them, as it's going to be a pass going to be dropped by Romeo Cordero.
Daquan Foster's pass intended for Romeo Cordero is incomplete.
And yeah,
3rd down,
from what we've seen from
11.
the home games, we've seen a lot of short passing and with some sprinkles of that occasional deep ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole plan. They do these short passes and then try to catch their opponent off guard by going deep. Surprisingly, East doesn't have a lot of play action passes, which would It makes sense since they have two phenomenal running backs in the backfield. As
Flag on the play.
Daquan Foster draws one of the Avengers
Offsides
linemen offside.
against East Greenwich.
East Greenwich called offsides. And again with the
Third and
offside
6
call.
for the Thunderbolts from the East
Both
Greenwich
defenses having
45-yard
trouble,
line.
getting ready for the call. Getting there a little bit too early. Foster handing it off to Peyton Janolfi. Janolfi breaking the hole and gonna get a massive ton of yardage. Gonna get inside the 25-yard line. Ball spotted at about the 23.
Stopped by number 12, Thomas Sheeran, and number 32, Joseph Ruff.
That was just a
Gain of
simple
20 on the
inside
play
zone
is
play right
good
there.
for
The
a
guard and the
Thunderbolts
tackle able to
first
come
down.
together and
First
push
and
out
10
those
for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich
defensive
25-yard
tackles and
line.
defensive ends make a way for Payne Janolfi.
Ball gonna be spotted at the 25-yard line. Foster in shotgun formation. Janolfi in the backfield. Man in motion is Cordero. Is gonna get the pass there, and it's a little bit too low for him. Incomplete.
Foster's pass, intended for number 2, Romeo Cordero, is incomplete.
That motion
Second
ended
down,
up being sort of like a
10.
bubble motion, a quick screenplay that most offenses will run, get 5, 6 yards, or pick up a first down.
Yeah, nothing there as, that fell incomplete. A little bit too low for Cordero to hold on to. Get a second shot, and 2nd and 10. 5 yards away from the red zone.
The Avengers have almost everybody down in their box right now.
High snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Janolfi. He's going to be taken down in a pile. Not going to get much there, only about
Peyton
3
Janolfi, the
yards.
ball carrier, tripped up by number 22, Cade Thomas. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 22-yard line.
You're good now. So just remember if there's a static play.
Going to be a 3rd down as Foster will walk back onto the field. It's going to be a Foster pass on the rush, scrambling to the right side, and going to get taken down hard hit.
Daquan Foster, the ball carrier.
Cade Thomas bringing asunder
Stopped by
to the
number 22,
Thunderbolts
Cade
quarterback.
Thomas.
Right there, they ran a slant, flat concept, try to drag out those
Gain of 1 on the play.
inside DBs
Fourth
and leave open
down,
those slants.
6.
But there was nothing there. It's a quick pass, quick read. Nothing was there, so he had to take off on his own.
Yeah, unfortunately, didn't get much yardage there, as it's going to be 4th down. Looks like the other quarterback, Jaden Shagnon, is in. Yeah, the junior Jaden Shagnon in that quarterback now. Looks like a hard hit was taken by Foster. He's going to hand off to Janolfi, who takes advantage of the big hole,
Peyton
and it's going to get
Janolfi,
the
ball
first down.
carrier. Stopped by number 9, Spencer Warburton.
Shagnon back onto the field.
Gain of 11 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts first down.
First action as
First and
Backup
goal
quarterback.
for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 10-yard line.
Janolfi's going to set up a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Shagnon still at quarterback. And it's going to be another handoff to Janolfi, who's had a heck of a game so far, and it's going to get down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. And going to get
Tripped up by
yards
number
closer.
22, Cade Thomas. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and goal for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 4-yard line.
Now at the 4-yard line. Janolfi has had a massive game already. Another handoff to Janolfi. Gonna try to go through
Janolfi, the ball
tacklers
carrier.
and not gonna get to the end zone. And
by number 22, Kate Thomas, and number 29, Carlin Hartree.
Janolfi is already 0 for 2 in the red zone so
Gain of
far. Do
2
you
on
think
the
they should
play.
switch it up, or should
Third
they
and
try to
goal for the
continue to
Thunderbolts from the East
pound it
Greenwich
in?
2-yard line.
I think they should try to sneak in one more run right here. They're in a run-heavy set right now. I think maybe they should try to get the guards to pull in the run trap.
It's going to be another handoff to Janolfi, who's going to get stopped. A possible goal line
Ginolfi, the ball
stand
carrier.
by the Avengers. It's going to be a 4th down.
Stopped by number 55, Brian Nerney, and number 9, Spencer Warburton.
I feel like
No gain on
this
the
has been
play.
an area of
4th
practice for
and
East
goal for
all
the
year. Their
Thunderbolts
red zone offense, they have
from the
such an
East
easy
Greenwich
time marching the
2-yard
ball
line.
down the field, but as soon as they get into the red zone, it just kind of dies out a little, and that's something that they need to improve on, especially coming up in a couple of weeks where we play West in our city championship Thanksgiving game.
And Daquan Foster is coming back out onto the field after taking that hard hit a couple plays earlier from Kate Thomas. Let's see if he can change something up.
East comes out in a bone type of set.
It's
And
going to be a
quarterback
QB sneak. And it looks like they're going to go in for the touchdown.
Daquan Foster, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Thunderbolts.
And that'll be the first touchdown off a QB sneak by Daquan Foster. First play back into the game. And it's going to be an extra point try for the Thunderbolts now as they try to tie this thing up.
Number 18, Ethan Peliquin, to attempt the extra point for the Thunderbolts.
Ethan Peliquin to try the extra point. David White, the listed kicker, not going to kick it today as it's going to be low, but
That's
good
though.
anyway.
Is good. With 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cranston East 7.
And that's going to put
Greenwich
East on the
7.
board.
How wide should the shot be on the kickoff?
And everybody getting back onto the field. A drive that featured a heavy run
Kicking off for the Thunderbolts.
for the
number
Thunderbolts
12,
their
David
first drive.
White.
Ultimately ended up in a QB sneak for
Back
Foster
deep
and a
for East
touchdown.
Greenwich, number 12, Thomas
Kim,
Sheeran.
how can East Greenwich respond on this drive?
They can really just do the same thing that they did offensively, run that shallow drag concept. The running sort of mesh, trying to get these linebackers to run into each other, mess up their coverage a little, and obviously these drags will go for big yardage if there's a blown coverage amongst the linebackers. So they just need to keep doing that, and they've been heavy in this halfback split set, which has been working for them, and they could run more screens out of it maybe.
David White, the Cranston East goalkeeper for the soccer team, on the kickoff. It's going to be a very low one. It's going to be received around the left side, around the 30-yard line. It's going to try to tunnel through,
Ball
and
was
will
returned
be
by
taken
number
down.
2, J.B. and David. Tripped up by number 10, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones on the tackle.
First
It'll be
and
a
10 for
first and
East
10 at the
Greenwich from
42-yard
their
line.
42-yard line.
As the Avengers and led by Alexander de Thomases try to get themselves back on the board. Early 10:21 a.m. game. First
Rangers
and
coming
10.
out and single back. Trying to get them to
Two
jump
wide
off sides
receivers.
with that cadence again.
Two wide receivers on the left side. It's going to be a handoff. Only going to go for about 2 yards.
Number 22, Kate Thomas, the ball carrier.
And it's
Stopped by
Kate
number 75,
Thomas
Thomas Roach, and number 81,
on offense.
Alessandro Duffy.
Going to be taken
Gain
down.
of 2 on the play.
by the Thunderbolts.
Second down, 8.
Thomas had that huge play on Foster early in the game, which forced a fourth down, but ultimately the fourth down defense could not stop Peyton Janolfi, nor Daquan Foster when he came back into the game. In shotgun formation. DeThomasis gonna drop back, looking toward the right, fires it towards the middle, and it is caught. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Offensive pass interference against East Greenwich.
OPI versus the Avengers.
Right there, the East came out in a cover one hole type of concept man, and the play that the Avengers drew up right there, where they had the outside receiver run that slant, and the slot receiver ran sort of like a pick play, opened it up, and although it got brought back, that would have been a positive play for them.
Yeah, obviously would have been completion, but play didn't work out in their favor. Instead, it's going to be second and very long. In motion, Trey Harrington. It's going to be a pass by Thomases on the slip screen. Gets past one defender, but it's going to get wrapped up. K. Thomas gets taken out of bounds.
The Thomas's pass is complete to number 22, K. Thomas. Knocked out of bounds by number 66, Genzi Rodriguez.
That screenplay was swallowed up because East ran to cover two right there. They had the inside corner have the hard flat, so there was really nothing more that he could have gone. And there was a good job by Alejandro to swallow that up, and he would have been met by the DB anyways.
From their own 32-yard line.
About less than a minute till the end of the quarter. Third down to Thomases. Going deep. Wide open receiver. It is caught. Gonna turn around and try to get some extra yards for finally being wrapped around inside the 35-yard line.
Complete to number 15, Patrick Kiernan.
That seemed like a miscommunication on defense. The corner kind of just, I think, misunderstood the play there, and there was miscommunication between him and the safety that was over the top.
Gain of 33 on the play is good for an
East Greenwich is going to
first down.
End the first quarter with a huge play and going to start the second quarter with great field position to try and make something happen. And that will be the ringing of the alarm, and that'll signal the end of the first quarter. The score is tied up 7-7. Avengers ball. We'll be right back for more on the Fans Only Sports Network.
Refraining from derogatory comments or gestures.
In and oh, the ball's loose. Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown. In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the Fans Only Sports Network. Here today is Tim Meehan for play-by-play and Cam Lynn for color. Cam, what have you seen from this first quarter so far from both these teams?
The Avengers are doing a great job airing the ball out, and East respectively is doing a great job on the run game, and both these offenses are doing just a good job moving the chains, and so far it's been an offensive type of game.
Trying to set some offsides calls here. We're finally stopping the ball to Thomases. Gonna check it down towards number 12, Thomas Sheeran. Sheeran's gonna get some major running room. He's gonna try to go a little bit to the left to try and get some extra yardage. And is gonna be taken down inside the 20.
Taken down by number 16,
inside
Michael
the red
Terry,
zone
and
ultimately, and
Romeo
inside the 18-yard line. Michael Terry and Romeo Cordero to help along on the tackle.
They ran that mesh concept again, getting the linebackers to get confused, run into each other. And as I said before, that drag, which is designed to get you a couple of yards, got taken up for maybe about 15.
Yeah, maybe when we have time, we can explain a little about those mesh plays and how they're supposed to operate. But nonetheless, a great play by the Avengers is going to get them inside the red zone. It's going to be a lofty pass, a one-on-one play. It is caught for a touchdown. Patrick Kiernan, second of the day for Alexander the Thomases, who's going to help make it a 13-0 game for the Avengers.
So the East ran just a man type of defense right there, and they got the DB to be alone with a taller receiver, which is a perfect opportunity to try to run that end zone fade, and they executed that perfectly.
Tyler
The
Assay
kick is good.
gets the
With
good
11
kick.
minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the second quarter. East Greenwich 14, Princeton East 7.
They had the slot receiver go into motion, and most offenses, when you see that, you think it's going to be a short pass, get a couple of yards, but that was a good play to try to confuse the Thunderbolts defense and throw that end zone fade, maybe catch the DB off guard and not expect it. That ball was also placed perfectly right inside the pocket.
Yeah, and that's, I guess we can call the East pass defense a little bit confused. They've let off some big plays, and just right there, the touchdown, just another one, and plus 2 passing touchdowns to Thomas on the day, both on bad East coverages. And against the West, kind of a little bit of a breather, because I believe Marcus Chung is the heart and soul of that West offense, so if they want to look towards Thanksgiving, they may have a little breather, but again, you never know in this tense rivalry for Thanksgiving Day. The kickoff is going to be returned by Emmanuel Murillo off the squib.
Ball's returned by number 24, Emmanuel Murillo. Taken down by number 2, Jamie and David, and number 84, Jack Martinez. First and 10 for the Thunderbolts from their own 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line in their own territory. Cordero, the slot receiver. It's going to be a handoff to the junior Foreman, who's going to get destroyed there.
His cadence right there was really
Number
fast.
6,
Try
Adrian Foreman,
to
the ball
catch the
carrier.
defense off guards a little because they're not ready for it. His
Stopped by
cadence, I don't know if you heard that,
53,
Tim, was
Cole
right when he
O'Brien.
said down, the ball was snapped. That's a good way
Loss of 1
to
on
pick
the
up an
play.
extra
Second down,
set of yards because your
11.
defense isn't fully set by then. But in this case, it didn't work, unfortunately.
Foreman had a stellar season last year as a sophomore, but junior season, we haven't seen too much of him, but I believe he still has a chance to hit some plays off. 2nd and 11, Foster on the screen pass to Cordero. Cordero running towards the left sideline before going out of bounds past the 50 around the 46-yard line. Going to get about halfway there, and a little more. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
We've seen that all year, Tim. They run that bubble screen out to the left from Romeo in the slot, and it's a perfect play design for someone like him because he's very, very fast. I don't know if you saw that speed that he just took off with. He got from the 40 to the 50 in a second.
Yeah, and like you said, we've seen it all year. Even the first play of the fall season for the Thunderbolts is going to be another one to Naz Million this time. Going to get a first down there.
This is what their offense has really prevailed on so far this season, these quick screen plays. And the receivers, once the ball is in their hand, can really make a play with it. And this is just an offense that has worked for them to pick up yardage, and then they'll usually hit you over the top on a deeper pass, which is, in my opinion, a beautiful way of playing football. I love the air raid concept.
Yeah, just amazing concept. Once Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, once I heard from Murray and the Cardinals, it's going to be Foster using his legs to scramble. Going to get more yardage, passing everybody, but his foot will step out of bounds.
There he goes. That was just a simple zone read right there. The defensive end followed the running back, and that allowed Daquan Foster to get a massive gain.
17-yard gain. Gonna put him at first down at the 25-yard line, 24 to be exact. going to be a handoff this time to Foreman. Foreman jukes a little to the left,
Adrian Foreman,
taking
the ball
advantage of
carrier.
the space created.
They're running
Stops on the play by
halfback
number
dives
29,
out of this
Harlan
diamond
Hartree.
formation, which to me is a new look for their offense, Tim. Usually you're used to seeing them come out
Gain
in
of 8
that
on the
bone
play.
formation with
Second down.
a tailback
2.
and a fullback and 2 running backs.
Be second down and short. Foster looking to the left side, trying to go for a one-on-one. Let's see.
That was
Oh, it's
caught.
going to be a touchdown. Romeo Cordero, Moss, the defender, for a touchdown to tie it up.
So you don't typically see that from a shorter receiver. He was able to jump up with that DB, and that DB was pretty tall, and he was able to make the catch over him. That's really a work of art.
Yeah, oh my goodness. What a play from Romeo Cordero to get them closer to tying the game, and an extra point. We'll see what will happen, but all I have to say, you got Moss. Oh, that brought back 2007 memories. I may not have been aware at that time, but that's just what it reminds me of. Those Tom Brady to Randy Moss catches. Gonna try for the 2. Foster finding the wide open man, and Nas Million gonna go
Foster's pass
for a 2-pointer.
is complete to number 1, Nas Million. The conversion is good.
The
With 8
defender,
minutes
number
and
6,
57
Tyler
seconds
Say, couldn't get to
remaining
there
in
in
the second
time.
quarter. Princeton East 15. East Greenwich.
The Million turns around, makes a
13.
play. Yeah, neat. Now the ones in the lead, 15-14. Hey, Ken, what do you think that mentality is behind going for 2 instead of tying that one up?
It really applies pressure to the Avengers, and it puts them in a spot where
Number 12,
they
David White
need to
kick
get a
off for the
touchdown
Thunderbolts.
plus an extra 2
Back deep
points
for
if they
East
want to
Greenwich,
stay
number
in this
12,
game.
Thomas Sheeran.
So far, they've just been taking simple PATs, which is obviously the smart way of playing football, but East is an aggressive school, and they go big or go home.
There's going to be a kick taken in about the 23-yard line. The returner is Patrick Kiernan. Not going to get too much, only a couple of these. Going to get to
Number 15,
about the
Patrick Kiernan on the return.
32-yard line.
Taken down by number 21, Elijah Belmont.
Eli Belmont taking him down.
It will be 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts. Correction, 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 32-yard line.
And what should East do? Should they step up the pressure or step up their coverage game?
They need to step up their coverage game, definitely. They need to, I think, instead of playing in man, set in zones and cover those flats, because the mesh concept has been really eating them up for big yardage type of plays.
In I formation, it's going to be a handoff to Kate Thomas, and
they've actually done a very good job stopping
Kate
the
Thomas,
run.
the ball
And
carrier.
Tim, that has been
Taken down by
an
number
area
66, Genzi
what's the word I'm looking
Rodriguez.
for? An area that they had been needing to work on before, because I don't know if you remember, but in previous games, it seemed like every carry against them was going for 4 or 5 yards.
Gain of 1 on the
And
play.
they've definitely stepped up this
Second
game,
down,
and they're shutting
9.
down the run game.
looks like in shotgun formation. In motion, Thomas Sheeran. The Thomases gonna try to get it to him, but batted down.
Pass is knocked down by number
Alessandro
81,
Duffy, the sophomore.
Alessandro
Another big play
Duffy.
by him. And he's had a good season so far on defense.
It brings up 3rd and 9 for East Greenwich from their own 33-yard line.
And with that, a little bit of instinct, a little bit.
That was instinct, and it was just a perfectly drawn up play by the defensive coordinator. I could hear them up in the press box. They knew exactly where that play was going. They were saying check trips.
Yeah, and perfectly read right there by the defense, especially Alessandro Duffy. Gonna be a deep pass. Another one. Fighting wide open. And couldn't catch up to him. Elijah Belmont cannot get to him in time. And will set up a deep completion.
Patrick Kiernan.
Kiernan once again making a big play.
Elijah Belmont.
Wearing the same number 15 that N'Keal Harry wore with the Patriots back when he used to wear 15. Unfortunately, Harry couldn't make as many plays as that. But otherwise, excellent play by the East Greenwich 15. Kiernan.
First down. First and 10 for East Greenwich.
That's a little bit of a soul crusher right there for the East defense. They had 2 big stops, and they just get beat over the top on what seems to be a repetitive big yardage fade ball that they have been hit with this whole game so far.
Going to be a play action here to Thomas towards the middle, intercepted! Oh my goodness, way too easy for Carson, for number 10, Carson Rescue. He's going to go for a pick 6! Oh my goodness, breaking the tackle for an East pick 6 touchdown.
The Thomas's pass is intercepted
Alex
by number 10,
Jones.
Alex Jones.
That seemed to be they attempted to throw a middle screen right there, and Alexandre Jones just read that perfectly. He sat in his zone. He waited patiently, and the ball came right to him.
And I think that was that just the pressure loading up on him, or was that a really bad read?
That was a really bad read. Usually you only have one read on these screen plays, unfortunately, but if it's not there, you got to throw it at their feet.
5-yard line.
And it looks like it's not going to be a touchdown or a pick 6. It's going to be set up at the 5-yard line. It looks like Jones went out of bounds. Alexandre Jones, one of the seniors on the team. 7:16 on the official clock. It's going to be 15-14 as these will try to punch it in for their 3rd touchdown of the day. Janolfi in the backfield. Foster as well. Cordero in motion as a slot receiver. It's going to be a sweep to him. Cordero trying to get past Kiernan, but cannot. Oh my goodness, he does! Using the outside, going toward the sideline for a touchdown. Thunderbolt 3rd of the day after the pick 6.
He just does it all. He has a receiving touchdown so far and another rushing touchdown. This offense is just going crazy right now.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen from this, at home at least. We haven't seen anything like this, but oh my goodness. Even if it is a consolation game, you gotta be proud of the Thunderbolts as they've had some great momentum so far. It's gonna be the freshman kicking it again. And good.
The kick is good.
East offense is really showing the Avengers a ton of different looks, and it seems to be confusing them. That was the first time they ran a jet type of play right there, and it worked to get them in the end zone. It's confusing the Avengers, and you can kind of tell we're used to seeing East run out of this same formation, but they're really switching up a lot, and this is something I really like to see.
And East on the attack, something we have not seen all year. Great time and great place to finally be doing this at home. And you know, with the game being at 10 a.m. obviously, you think getting out of bed a little bit early might have some effect on how these players perform?
It does in a way. I'm not going to lie, but when I played, the best game I ever had was same time, 10 in the morning. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because like I'm tired or something, but I truly think players play better in the morning.
Yeah, so it's more of a positive effect than negative as the Terns get taken down at about the 24.
Number 12, Thomas Sheeran on the return.
7:02.
Stopped by number 32, Jamil Montiel.
Going to be the special teamer Montiel, another freshman, stopping him in his tracks, and it's going to be set up at about the 25-yard line. First and 10 once again. To Thomas's 2 touchdowns, 1 pick so far. That 1 pick being devastating. Man in motion, number 6 Tyler Say. It's going to be a toss to K. Thomas. Thomas running toward the left side, having some room before being met.
K. Thomas, the ball
Emmanuel Murillo
Taken down by number 24, Emmanuel Murillo.
Senior DB.
That was a good toss play.
Gain of 10 on
The
play.
blockers really set the edge right there, got the defensive ends out of the way.
First
All
and
he had
10,
to be
East
was the
Greenwich from
linebackers
their
and
own
he dig for a
35-yard line.
10-yard gain.
In the second quarter. Be another first down at the 35-yard line. And shotgun again to Thomases. Towards the middle. Caught once again by Kiernan. Going to get a little bit over
Thomas's
5
pass
yards.
is
And going to be
complete to
taken
number
down at
15,
about
Patrick
the
Kiernan.
39-yard line inside their own territory. 40.
Taken down
No,
by number 3, Nashby Cherry.
43 actually. Correction there.
It was a great circus catch by Kiernan right there. They keep on coming back to this pick
Gain
play
of
where
8 on the play.
the slot will
Second
kind
down,
of try to
2.
make way for the outside receiver to run that slant. He gets over the slant and he makes it hard for the DB to get over it and make a play.
Second and short. Thomas is looking right, firing, and caught. Wrapped around quickly by Antonello Luchetti.
Thomas's
Caught
pass is
by
complete to
Sheeran.
number 12, Patrick Sheeran. Taken down by number 4, Antonello Luchetti.
I think the Avengers have taken notice that the
Gain of
Thunderbolts
6
have
is good for an
resorted to
East
taking
Greenwich first
deeper
down.
drops in order to
First
prevent
and
that
10
big
for East
fade
Greenwich
ball that
from
they've
their
been
own
throwing all game, and they're
49-yard
taking
line.
advantage of it by throwing these short, quick passes.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. About to enter East territory right about now, still in their own territory. Thomas drops back under pressure and gets it away. Cut around the short lane
Thomas's
for
pass
4
is
yards.
complete to number 12, Thomas Sheeran.
Thomas
Tripped up by number
Roach
16,
breaking
Michael
free
Terry.
from the lineman. Almost had the sack, but
Gain of 4 on the
Thomas
play. Second down.
kept it
6.
away from him and ultimately got the completion in. Second down and 6. About 4:38 to go. Clock still running. And it's Lockett. Fly Sheeran. Another deep pass towards the middle. Wide open once again and dropped.
Oh, that's not something you like to see. He could have had, what would that have been, his third touchdown of the game, Tim? Or second?
That could have been. I think that could have been.
He could have had it right there. It was in his hands.
Oh
Now, if they
my.
lose this game by a touchdown, that's something that he's going to be.
Third
He's going to
and
regret.
6 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts 47-yard line.
Yeah, remember when I said he was wearing the same number as Patriots legend N'Keal Harry? Well, that's the N'Keal Harry type play right there.
But again, that was a big chunk play, like I had previously brought up. They need to really take that away. I think they're getting caught off guard. If you see all their players are in the box, they're thinking short, but they go
Thomas
deep.
is stepping up and firing towards the sideline. This time, caught in the
Thomas's
hands
pass is
and
complete
ready in the hands of
to number 15,
Kiernan.
Patrick Kiernan. Knocked out of bounds by number 3, Nashby Cherry. Gain of 11 on the play is good for an East Greenwich first down. First and 10 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts 36-yard line.
And now at the 36-yard line, East unable to stop them in its tracks. Can the Avengers get a couple more yards? Gonna be a run. And it looks like a fumble. Flag on the field.
Cade Thomas, the ball carrier. There is a flag on the play.
And holding
Holding
on the
against
offense.
East Greenwich.
And the Avengers are going to have to set them back. At one of the very rare times we can actually hear the referee.
Yeah.
The crowd is, let's not say the most powerful we've seen. Of course, it is 10 a.m. It is Veterans Day. It is their day off,
But
so
you should definitely see how packed the stadium gets on Thanksgiving. And game starts at the same time, I'm pretty sure.
mhm.
it's just a good tradition we have here in Cranston.
Yeah, one of the most storied rivalries in Rhode Island, maybe in the nation. Hate to brag about that, but might be a possible nationwide, one of the most heated rivalries nationwide.
It definitely is.
Gonna pass. Thomas is gonna fake the handoff. It's gonna be a draw play. K. Thomas gonna get destroyed behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 5 yards. Gonna get him back to the 50-yard line.
69, DeAndre Brown, and number 75, Thomas Roach.
I can see the logic behind the draw play right there, but I think when you run it that deep, it doesn't make too much sense, to be honest. And that was a great job by the East front four to just completely blow up that play and send them back.
On the play.
Devon Ross
and 24
entering
for
the
East
game
Greenwich from the 50-yard line.
in replacement of DeAndre Brown. In motion, K. Thomas. Gonna sub the block. The Thomases. Ginolfi in
Deep
chase.
again.
It's going to be another deep pass, making free, nearly intercepted. Great defensive play by Emmanuel Murillo, who last time we saw him covering Kieran was blown away. But finally, he gets his shot.
See, that was they completely changed the way their defense came out right there. Saw the trips look. They knew the play was going big. Took it away and. Sorry.
3rd and 24 for East Greenwich from the 50-yard line.
Thomasis has been just eyeing Kieran, what seems to be almost every play that goes deep, and it's something that defense obviously has picked up on and needs to start trying to air it out to
He
other
has a
receivers.
clear #1 wideout for the Avengers. Gonna be a little screen there. It's tipped. And read perfectly once again.
By number 81, Alessandro Duffy.
They're doing a good job taking away these screenplays. You can tell the Avengers want to go back to this really badly because if a screen works to perfection, you get so much yardage out of it. But this defensive line, they've been able to just swat the ball in the air. They're kind of like volleyball players almost.
And as the team will take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back in a bit. So for now, enjoy the commercial for the green field. Like professional bowling.
Number 82. Number 2, Romeo Cordero, and number 3, Nashville Cherry.
All right, welcome back, everybody. There's going to be a punt as East Greenwich was pulled way away. It's going to be the first punt of the game, actually.
Oh, that ball had a good roll.
Yeah, high.
Sorry, Tim.
The high punt didn't go for much, but the bounces
11-yard line.
helped out a lot.
You could hear the coaches on the sideline yelling "poison," which means get away from the ball.
2:14 to be played as this game will enter the 2-minute drill.
That was a good
First and
spot
10
to
for the
place the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, who their offense has
From
been
their own
on fire.
11-yard line.
It's a good spot to place them right now with only 2 minutes left in the quarter.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Foster, shotgun formation. Ginolfi gonna go to block. A deep pass to Cordero. Oh, almost got over the defender, but flags are flying.
That might have been pass interference right there, but that was a beautiful ball by Daquan. That was just really good coverage despite the
Pass
possible PI.
interference against East Greenwich.
Yep, PI. That was a very good ball though. That was pretty much the only spot he could have put it.
Yeah, a dime by Foster. But the pass interference call will help them further.
There's a 15-yard penalty. First and 10
Would have
for
been
the
a
Thunderbolts
spectacular
from their
play
own
for
26-yard
Cordero
line.
and the Thunderbolts if they managed to somehow hold on to that. First and 10 from the 26-yard line. Foster. Passing. Gonna just get the check down to Cordero. Cordero breaking tackles. Breaks one man. Trying to get some more room. Is gonna get the first
Boston's
down.
pass is complete to number 2, Romeo Cordero.
Getting away from almost every
Taken
Avenger
down by
defender
number
there.
53, Cole
Cordero
O'Brien.
makes up for the missed catch on the pass interference play with a couple of
Gain
quick
of 11
moves.
on the play is good
Through
for
a middle screen right
Thunderbolts.
there.
First
And
down.
obviously you could tell
First
it
and
wasn't
10
there
for the
right away.
Thunderbolts
He was
from
trying to
their own
evade tacklers.
37-yard
And
line.
even after the pass was completed, it didn't really look like it was there, but that's Romeo Cordero, and he makes something out of nothing.
Foster to pass again. Rolling to the right. Now going to scramble. They're going to get taken down out of bounds.
Daquan Foster, the
And he
ball
just
carrier.
laid the stiff arm right there on the
Knocked out of
defender.
bounds
That
by
was
number
on
29,
Colin Slater.
Colin Hartree.
Clock still running.
I'm sorry, Colin Hartree.
Gain of 10 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts. First down. First and 10 for the Thunderbolts from their own
He was able to get out of
47-yard
bounds right
line.
there and stop the clock. That was a great awareness play by the quarterback, Daquan Foster.
And people calling for a clock of 128. But clock will stay at 118, the official score clock. William on the outside is going to be a handoff to Janolfi. He's going to try to bounce his way to the right.
Peyton
Going to
Janolfi,
get
the ball
a sizable
carrier.
chunk of yardage. And
Stopped by
timeout.
number 2, Jamie and David. Timeout, Cranston East.
Timeout by the Thunderbolts
That
will
is
be
their
taken.
second timeout
We're going
of the half.
to take a timeout right here. We'll be right back.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Jumps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try to kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown! And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back.
Back, everybody. This is Timmy here along with Cam Lynn for Thunderbolts versus Avengers as pass to Phil is going to pop it. Millie's going to break a tackle, stiff arms Kieran, and another defender on his way. Going to get some massive chunk of yardage.
Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Patrick Kieran.
105
really
on the
able
clock.
to just get up the sideline right there, and he laid a stiff arm on that first defender. It was really beautiful.
Gain
actually.
of 28 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts. First down. First and 10
First
for
down.
the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 22-yard line.
At a 22-yard line. Cordero in formation. In motion. Going to be a bubble pass to him. It's going to be too low.
Foster's
And
pass intended for Romeo Cordero is incomplete.
incomplete.
Despite that last pass,
Second down,
Foster has been perfect so far in this game. Only a couple of other incompletions, but he's just been really just like dropping dimes this whole game.
And definitely showing improvements throughout the season as a passer. And plus the legs. He can, you know, run with
Yeah, he's a real dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
It's scary as a defensive coordinator when you have to try to game plan for someone who can not only throw the ball but take it themselves.
Foster rolling to the right, flying towards the sideline. It is caught. And gonna go out of bounds.
Foster's pass
Luchetti.
is complete to number 4, Antonello Luchetti.
Foster rolled out to the trip side right there, and I'm pretty sure that was a flood concept. They have the outside receiver on a 9 route or a fade, I'm sorry, and they have 2 slots try to run the short out and the long out, the 10-yard out.
Yeah, and how
Gain of 13 on the play
are those
is
flood
good
concepts
for a
supposed to
Thunderbolts first
trick or
down. First and goal for the
go?
Thunderbolts
How are those
from the
flood
East
plays
Greenwich 9-yard
supposed
line.
to be advantageous to the offense and a little bit disadvantageous to
So
the defense?
that
Oh,
first fade is that fade ball on
Foster's
the
pass
outside
intended for number
receiver is
3,
supposed to take
Nashby
away that
Cherry
DB
is
and leave open
incomplete.
that out route. And if he stays on the out route, you can usually get that one-on-one ball with the fade.
pass was incomplete. Was in the hands of
Second and
Nashby
goal
Cherry,
for the
but
Thunderbolts from the
ultimately
East
no
Greenwich
touchdown there.
9-yard line.
Inside the 9-yard line, second down and goal. Waiting for the quarterback Foster to tell the game plan. Was talking about bowling earlier during the timeout break. Of course, East does have some bowling balls on offense. Gonna be a run by Foster. Looks like on the option play. He's gonna go in
Daquan Foster
for the touchdown. Refs give the good go.
Thunderbolts.
Oh, he's just doing it all right now. Now, maybe that wasn't the correct read, but he does not care. He takes it, runs straight around the defensive end, and just, he's strumming the guitar. He runs right around the defensive end and just takes it for himself. He's the improvement that Foster has put in, and you could definitely tell from the time he's been a sophomore, we would get sub reps on varsity to his junior year, and to now he has definitely improved immensely. And he's a pure athlete. He does it all.
Yeah, Foster has a second rushing touchdown to his resume today. High kick will go in for the extra point.
Is good. With 42 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Cranston East.
And that'll be a good note to
East
leave on
14.
for the Thunderbolts as they're up by double digits and 2 scores.
They really execute that 2-minute drill perfectly. Very aware of the clock and where it was at, and they knew they needed to get out of bounds, and they needed to get out of bounds. Maybe you would honestly look to see if the Avengers to try to have outside shades, almost take away these outside passes, but you didn't really see much of that. There was really still just man on man.
Number 12, David White to kick off for the Thunderbolts. Back deep for East Greenwich. Number 12,
Yeah,
Thomas
to
Shearing.
replay that drive, they started from their own 12-yard line, so to go from there to the end zone in less than 2 minutes is absolutely insane.
They're in a good tempo right now, and they just need to keep going at it like that.
Yeah, with the momentum right in front of them, David White to kick it off. Gonna be a bullet. Bouncing at the 10-yard line, met by the returner. Running to the left side is Sheeran. Thomas Sheeran trying to break some tackles and get some extra yardage. He's gonna get down at the 25 once again.
Number 12, Thomas Sheeran on the return.
29-14. East has scored on back-to-back plays or back-to-back drives.
I'm pretty sure they've scored on every drive so far but one, right, Tim?
Will be first
Yeah, I
and
believe
10
so.
for East Greenwich from their own
Actually,
25-yard line.
I think they might have scored on all 4 drives. I
Timeout.
think.
Thunderbolts.
Most
But-
likely.
That is their third timeout of the
Impressive
half.
nonetheless. They've had a high-scoring attack so far, and they're up big.
Yeah,
29-14. Thunderbolts take a timeout. We'll be back.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown! And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across
for the touchdown! Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Mean and Camlin to bring you back to action here at Greenwich Stadium. But Thunderbolts versus Avengers. Thunderbolts in green, Avengers in white. Handoff to Cade Thomas.
Cade Thomas, the ball carrier.
Just trying to chew the clock right here. Just
Sub by number 75, Thomas Roach. Number 1, Nas Million. And number 10, Alex Jones.
Cam, with 15 seconds left, just
Gain
give a
of
little
8 on
quick
the play.
briefer.
Second down.
Have the
2.
Avengers, was it the Avengers collapse or Thunderbolts rise to defensive prominence? The name, I mean, the key change.
It was definitely a Thunderbolts rise.
That is the end of the first
those
half
mesh,
with the score.
that
Princeton
mesh
East
concept is
29,
not there anymore.
East
They're
Greenwich
just
14.
taking everything away. The only thing they really need to work on are those big
Sports
chunk
Media
plays that
is
they're
your
getting hit
home for
with.
Princeton East
They got really
athletics.
lucky earlier in the drive with that
Schedules,
drop pass by Kiernan.
original game reports,
They just need to
new media
fix their drops a
content,
little and
and
take away those
information
deep
about our new
balls.
career
But
pathway in sports
offensively,
media
they've been
management are
perfect,
available
and they need to
online at
keep going at this tempo because they're
tvsportsmedia.com.
putting on a
Be sure
scoring
to follow
clinic
us
right
on
now.
Twitter, Instagram, and
That'll be
TikTok
halftime here at Greenwich Stadium. 29-14 is your score.
That's
Thunderbolts
at
leading the Avengers. We'll be back
Sports
at the
Media.
third quarter, and it'll be
And a reminder that
halftime.
the
Thank you, everybody,
Thunderbolts
for
will
watching
wrap
so
up their
far. We'll be
season
back
on
in the third
Thanksgiving
quarter.
morning against
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try Try kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! Great defense.
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! Great defense.
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Yeah, welcome back everybody to the third quarter and second half of overall football action here at Greenwich Stadium. Hello everybody, I'm Timeen with Cam Lynn for Color Cam. How are you feeling this half right now?
I feel good. My team playing, East is playing good. That makes me feel good. Just looking for same offensive output. It makes me happy.
Yeah, Cam, we saw two very different East teams on defense between the first two Avenger drives and then the next, or the next one after that. What do you think has changed for the defense?
They've taken away those shorter passes, like I mentioned before. Obviously, they just need to cover those deep passes a little bit more. Other than that, they've really adapted to what the Avengers have shown them, and they've been executing on both sides of the ball. Not only defense, but offense too. They're doing really good right now. That's all I gotta say. They let up those 2 scores in the first quarter. I'm pretty sure it's been nothing since, and up by 15. We love to see that.
They can. There's obviously one player we've seen throughout the East offensive drive that's been prominent to East advantageous or advantage here, making it 29-14. Just tell us about that player, which you might know who he is.
Romeo Cordero. He's a workhorse. He does everything. He's like a Swiss Army knife. Can run the ball and catch it. They've been hitting him with those shorter passes, but he does have that touchdown on that end zone end zone quarter. He also had that touchdown on that jet sweep that they ran. He's doing it all right now. They've also been throwing him screens. He really pushes the ball upfield and he fights for those extra yards.
Yeah, we also have a surprise appearance from one of the Providence Journal's most famous people, Eric Rube. Been all around the state, and here he is right now covering today's game. It's fun having him here, so it should be exciting, and hopefully he'll finally see an East win. Finally.
Yes, we need it to go. We need this momentum going into the Thanksgiving game. Whatever it takes to beat West, obviously.
Yeah, for the sake of the entire state, we have to beat Cranston West. Cranston West may have that playoff home game in their hand, but we have heart. We have plenty of heart.
This is fairly similar to last year, right, Tim? We haven't won yet. I shouldn't speak too early, but we won our consolation game going into the Thanksgiving game. I think that really gave the team a lot of momentum, and although we didn't get the win on the Thanksgiving game, that was a really close game.
Really close. Yeah, Thanksgiving game. For West fans, great memories. For East fans, not so much. Besides the 21-7 lead, those last few plays were interesting to say the least. At least for East. And that Thanksgiving game for Cranston West also signaled the rise of the freshman quarterback.
Yep, and he's really taken West to that extra step, and I'm pretty sure their senior quarterback has been out with an injury, but honestly, who knows? Maybe their season would have gone differently if they hadn't had that quarterback in for the whole season.
Yeah, one player I remember most from that Thanksgiving game. It was the freshman quarterback was in, and it was like a deep pass to, I believe, number 4, Hudson Carvalho, to get East or get West the lead and get the 2-point conversion. It was just a heartbreaking play for East fans,
Yeah. And it must be even worse knowing that it came from a freshman. But, you know, he has the dog in him. He has the dog in him.
got that dog in him. He is him. He is him. Simply put. Might have also gotten him some AP Riz. I don't know. AP Riz. That's something. Never mind. Let's just say had a great game, great play. All I'll have to say. About to kick off things here in the third quarter. It'll be East receiving it after East Greenwich received the first half kickoff.
Kicking off for East Greenwich to begin the second half,
And the
number
Thunderbolt
6, Tyler Assay.
crowd.
Back deep for the
Of course, it is
Thunderbolts, number 3,
still
Nashby Cherry, and
11:18 in the
number 4,
morning.
Antonello Lucetti.
So it's kind of expected that'll be a little bit of a lower crowd. To kick off, Tyler Assay received by Murillo. Murillo getting it to the 45 and a little bit past that.
Murillo on the return. Taken down by number 44, Jack Gagliardi. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts
you, the
from their
score
own
is
47-yard line.
29 Thunderbolts, 14 Avengers. Foster, the quarterback, has some great plays both on the ground and in the air so far. This time it's going to be a handoff to Peyton Janolfi, the senior running back.
Janolfi, the ball
Gotten the
carrier.
bulk of the carries this year.
Stopped by number 22, Cade Thomas.
We have a running back committee here at the school. Great 1-2
Gain of
punch
1 on the
with
play.
Paige
Second down,
Duffy, the experienced
9.
senior, and Adrian Foreman, I'm sorry. They just create a very diverse offense, able to run the ball and
Yeah, I
throw
remember
it.
last year Quentin Kelly was in the mix for.
Yeah, that was a true running back committee. He was a big
Foster.
kid too.
Foster scrambling, trying to create something out of nothing, and it is
Big
just going to go
falls
back
to
to
the
the
ball
line of
carrier.
scrimmage. Good play by him to avoid any
Stopped by number
losses.
53, Cole O'Brien.
Despite that only getting a yard, that was very well almost a sack. So it was great pocket poise by
Gain of 1
Jaquan.
on the play. 3rd down, 8.
10:56 on the clock. Be 3rd down at about the 49-yard line inside their own territory. Again, shotgun formation. Janolfi in the backfield to his right side. Foster looking to throw to the left sideline, and it is
Ooh.
off the deflection, nearly caught
Foster's
by
pass
Million.
Intended for number 2, Romeo Cordero.
And Million is
incomplete.
obviously distraught there as to how
4th down.
he could have let that
8.
slip past.
Opening up this second half with a punt. Haven't seen this so far. So, not anything to worry about too much. Still look good offensively. Just need
Number
to keep up that
53,
same momentum
Tim
that they
Calixto
left
in punt
the
formation for
second
the
quarter with.
Thunderbolts. Back deep for East Greenwich, number 12, Thomas Sheeran.
Tim Calixto, the usual punter for East, at it. And it's going to bounce at about the 26-yard line. It's going to stop right there. Yeah, Pat
Punt is down at the
McAfee.
26-yard line.
Pat McAfee would love a punter like that. I remember a couple games ago or a few games
1st and
ago.
10 for East Greenwich. from their
Calixto
own
bombed the punt, landed it
26-yard
inside
line.
with a couple of bounces around the 10-yard line, made it difficult, but fortunately the East defense could step up that game. But Calixto, one of the few star players there. Yeah. Even if he's on special teams, he's made a He's made some crucial punts, pinning them down inside their own red zone. But gonna land at the 26-yard line instead as when he first down and 10 as the Avengers are down double digits. Gonna be a handoff running to the left side. Cade Thomas.
Cade Thomas, the ball carrier. Tripped up by number 10, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones coming up with a tackle. He had that interception earlier, brought them all the way to the 5-yard line and set up a Grady's touchdown.
Yeah. That was a pretty good run right there. Just a simple zone play. Running back Cade Thomas took it up for about 4 yards.
Second down and 6 at the 30-yard line in East Greenwich territory. The Thomases firing deep down the field once again towards Kiernan! Almost makes a 50-50 grab with Nashby Cherry in coverage. Looks like we got a man down.
Officials timeout on the field.
Officials timeout. We're going to take a timeout here. Hope for the best for him.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Yeah, welcome back everybody. This is Tim Yeen and Cam Lynn on play-by-play duties. We just saw the star receiver for today's game, number 15, Patrick Kiernan, injured. Hope he's alright. Got up quickly, 9:40 on the official clock, a minute difference. Scores 29-14. The Thomases fires to the wide open receiver, gonna get the first down. Thomas Sheeran had a touchdown catch earlier.
12,
this time getting his first down and moving the chains.
Taken down by number 24, Emmanuel Murillo.
The DB's right there on a deeper drop,
Gain
and
of 15 on the play.
Avengers
Is
just
good
ran
for an East Greenwich first
few
down.
stop routes,
First and 10 for East Greenwich from their own
not really much you can
45
do when
yard
you're
line.
expecting a deep pass. So it was a perfect play call by the Avengers offensive coordinator.
9:13 on the running clock. It's going to be a first down at the 50-yard line. A handoff to Cade Thomas. Thomas going to get taken away behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by number 66, Genzi Rodriguez.
Genzi Rodriguez on the tackle for a loss, and Thomas Roach as well. It's going to be second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Second down, 12.
On the official correct time, 8:36 on the clock. Second and 12 at the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. To Thomas is passing again, a little bit too low for Sheeran. In coverage with Nello Luchetti.
Incomplete.
And incomplete right there, 8:26 to go. Gonna be third down and long.
It brings up 3rd and 12 for East Greenwich from their own 43-yard line.
And we're seeing 2 different versions of the Thomases here. First couple drives is looking elite with throwing 2 touchdown passes. First 2 drives. Now, you know, speaking of these last couple drives, an interception and a couple of incompletions, unable to really move anything so far.
Nothing he can't fix. Maybe his passes, they look good when they come off his hand. It's just, most of the time it's just really good coverage by East. And it's really hard to make plays as a quarterback when there's just nothing there for you. You can only do so much.
That is a 5-yard penalty. It brings up
5-yard penalty on the false start.
For East Greenwich from their own 37-yard line.
Another thing that the Avengers have really struggled with tonight is their penalties. They've lost a ton of yardage off of penalties. think they had a few PIs, a bunch of holding calls, and now another holding call, and they're way back.
Yeah, now you see right there. Another one of those penalties, false start this time. Rolling to the right, the Thomases. Stopping, firing, a wobbly ball going incomplete, out of bounds.
Pass intended for number 12, Thomas Sheeran, is incomplete.
See, East just takes away everything from, like, that play was perfectly covered, and, like,
4th and 18 for East Greenwich from their own 37-yard
water
line.
covers about 75% of the earth, and Crescent East DBs cover the other
Back deep for the
25%.
Thunderbolts, number 2, Romeo Cordero, and number 3, Nashby Cherry.
East Greenwich is going to punt it away. Punter lined up at about the 21-yard line. Going to be a high-arcing punt. Going to be returnable. Running to the right side. Cherry running, having some open room for going out of bounds and hitting the referee. And oh no, the referee is down. That is unfortunate to see.
Knocked out of bounds by number 22, Cade Thomas.
And referee shaking up a little bit there. Looks like it'll be okay. A little bit shaken up. Yeah, a little bit limping there. I'm hoping he's all right.
He'll be first
Yeah,
and
looks
10
like he
for
will.
the Thunderbolts from the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough job being a referee. Is it not? Is it not?
I think he was a little reminiscent of his glory days, thought he was in the game too. Tried to make a play on there.
Yeah, this is clear. It isn't his high school days. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. Foster gonna get it short to Cordero, who trips up a little bit before it manages to get back up, but ultimately not gonna get too much there.
Romeo Cordero, taken down by number 9, Spencer Warburton.
Would have had a few more yards if he just stayed vertical right there. He is used to making those type of plays though, where he doesn't run vertically right away. He runs horizontally, and he ends up getting a huge amount of yardage. But right there, it didn't really work for him.
7:14 on the clock. 2nd and 9. On the outside is Cherry at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a handoff to Adrian Foreman, who breaks a hole and finds some room to run. Breaking a tackle and more, going to the left side, getting to the 10, and finally taken down on about the 8-yard line for a huge gain.
That was a big boy run.
Yeah, a little bit over 40 yards on the carry.
Down by number 15, Patrick Kiernan.
Adrian Foreman showing off the wrecking ball.
That was a
Gain
Marshawn
of
Lynch-esque
41 on
run.
the play is good for a Thunderbolts first down.
Yeah, just to reference
First
again, we
and
talked
goal
about
for the
bowling earlier.
Thunderbolts from the
Adrian
East
Foreman, the
Greenwich
bowling ball.
8-yard line.
Rambling through pins and getting him inside the red zone for a possible 5th score for the Thunderbolts. 6:26 on the clock. Foster looking to the left, firing to a wide open Nas Million for a touchdown.
Complete to number 1, Nas Million. Touchdown, Thunderbolts.
And add another score for the Thunderbolts, one of their highest scoring games of the season. It'll be 35-14. And Cam, I think we can both agree that was just too easy of a touchdown for Nas Million there.
Yeah, that was they keep on going back to that
Number 18, Ethan Pelican,
flat
to
slant
attempt the
concept
point
in the
after
red
for the
zone.
Thunderbolts.
It really is effective in the red zone. And that was just a monstrous run by Adrian Foreman that set up that play. Props to him as well.
Pelican to attempt the extra point.
The Thunderbolts are really going on these methodical drives, and that's something you really like to see from them.
Yeah, Daquan Foster, 2 passing touchdowns on the day.
The kick is good. With 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cranston East 36, East Greenwich
Yeah,
14.
Foster, 2 rushing, 2 passing. 1 to Cordero, now this time to Nas Million. It's been an awesome day for him and for the entire Bolts offense, as well as the defense so far. They've made some crucial plays, and Now you're down triple digits, so do you think you should ram up the pass more if you're the Avengers, or stick to what you're doing?
I really think they need to pass a little bit more, because it's getting to the point in the game where you have about a quarter and a half left. You're down by 22 points. You really need to put points on the board. Easiest way to get the ball downfield is by airing it out.
And that's Million fired up on the sideline there. David White to kick it off.
For East Greenwich, number 12, Thomas Sheeran.
To send it away is David White. Returning deep is Sheeran at the 10. White to kick it off. And that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll draw a flag.
The kick goes out of bounds. There's a flag on the play.
And to quote Coach Isaiah McDaniel, second year as the head coach, why are you swinging like that? Just kick it. Trying to give some advice to the new kicker, who was just most recently goalkeeper. Unfortunately, his soccer season ended.
East Greenwich is elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for East Greenwich.
(36-14). Thunderbolts up by 3 scores and a 2-point conversion. To Thomases. Firing deep down the field again towards Kiernan, underthrown. Tight coverage by Cherry.
Intended for number 15, Patrick Kiernan, is incomplete.
6:06 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down now.
Every time they go deep, it's to Patrick Kiernan. I really think they need to change it up, because it starts to get a little predictable when you wind up, and you can tell the defense knows the pass is going deep to 1 receiver. And I don't know if you noticed, but they had 2 DBs in the area at that time, so they're really trying to prevent him from getting another big chunk play.
Yeah, they really know Patrick Kiernan, the man we must stop. And the Thunderbolts so far this quarter have been able to prevent him from scoring, or at least catching the ball somewhat. That'll be another pass into Thomases, and it'll be incomplete once again.
Thomas's pass intended for number 15, Patrick Kiernan. Defended by number 3,
Thomases seems to have a little bit of a tunnel vision from Patrick Kiernan. I think he needs to realize that he has other players on his team that can make plays. He just needs to put trust in them.
3rd and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 35-yard line.
Played at the 35-yard line again. 3rd and 10. Third and 10. To Thomases to throw. Has a very clean pocket, rolling, firing, out of bounds. Basically a throwaway.
12, Thomas Sheeran is
Sheeran.
incomplete.
Now it's going to be 5:55 on the clock.
4th and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, basically a 3-score game now. Should you just punt it
Number
away?
82,
It looks like
Henry
they will.
Seeley in punt formation for East Greenwich.
What do you call?
Back deep for the Thunderbolts, number 2, Romeo Cordero, and number 3, Nashby Cherry.
Cam, in your point of view, would you call something different than a punt here, or?
To be honest, Tim, I'm not sure. I think the punt is the right option right here, but at the same time, you're down by a lot. I think it's not too early to start. It's not too early to start.
Romeo Cordero, running room, have a blocker in front. No call yet. Is out of bounds and gonna get inside the 15-yard line.
On the return, there is a flag on the play.
You hate to see that. It's far
yeah.
back too. But yeah, as I was saying, it's not too early to hit the panic button and start going for everything. But definitely,
illegal blind side block against
definitely, if you
the
don't
Thunderbolts.
put points up in these next couple of drives, you definitely have to start, going for it. But right now, that's the right play call, I believe.
Yeah, still plenty of time left to do something
Now,
here.
it wouldn't have been a right play call if that if that big return had stood, but
You still set up pretty nice. Or never mind. Ball being played at the 23-yard line. Would have been at the 15 if not for the blindside block inside East Greenwich territory, but of course you take what you can get. First and 10 at the 23-yard line. High snap going to be a handoff to Janolfi. Janolfi using the left side, trying to truck a defender. And he does. He's going to get about 8 or 9 yards.
Number 9, Spencer Warburton.
5:26 on the official clock. 9-yard gain.
Gain of 9 on the play. Second down, 1.
Foster, another handoff to Janolfi. This time going toward the right.
Peyton Janolfi, the ball carrier.
Had open room, but tripped up.
By number 29, Colin Hartree. Gain of 7 on the play.
Very
is
methodical
good
runs.
for a Thunderbolts first
both
down.
these previous runs
First
have
and
been
10
big
for the
gains.
Thunderbolts from their
You
own
love to see that from our
39-yard
senior
line.
Peyton Janolfi.
Yeah, Janolfi, solid game so far. And now the game plan here, now that you're up big, do you think you should continue to pound the ball with a run, or try to
yeah.
get a couple more scores?
I think pounding the ball right now is the smart decision. Just chew the clock.
And it's going to be a handoff to number 69, DeAndre
Number 69,
Brown.
DeAndre Brown, the ball carrier. There are flags on the play.
Big man getting a shot at carrying the ball.
Hey, you love to see that.
Yeah, we've had plenty of historic plays made by the linemen. Add DeAndre Brown's carry to one of them. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Illegal formation against the
Oh.
Thunderbolts.
All right, I guess you can't hand it off to him then if it's an illegal formation.
That 5-yard penalty puts the ball on the 34-yard line. First and 15.
First and 15 now. Brown still in the backfield along with Alessandro Duffy. Foster looking to throw. A little bit quick to the left side to Cordero, who turns around and breaks the tackle. Trying to juke his way for more yardage, going to the middle of the field before finally getting the first down at the 50-yard line.
To number 2, Romeo Cordero. Taken down by number 53, Cole O'Brien.
Yeah, looks like another man down here today, this time for the Thunderbolts. Looks like it might be Cordero. We're gonna take a break here. We'll be back.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot.
And welcome back, everybody, to Greenwich Stadium. Romeo Cordero just got off the field with an injury, one of the big playmakers today. So, sad to see he's losing one.
I think at this point of the game, Tim, you just sit him out for this game. You have a big lead. Just let some of those underclassmen actually get in.
And I might see it
Oh,
right
whoa,
here as Murillo gonna get a nice chunk of yardage.
You love to see that from Emilio Murillo. I believe this is his first year playing football for our school. You can tell he loves it, though.
Number 22, Cade Thomas. Gain of 26 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts first down. First and 10 for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 24-yard line.
Be a first down, and ball will be placed at the East Greenwich 24-yard line. Foster dropping back, firing towards the middle, and nearly
Foster's
complete.
pass intended for number 24, Emmanuel Murillo, is incomplete.
The ball nearly intercepted, but went past him,
Second
and
down, 10.
unfortunately, number 24 for East, Emmanuel Murillo, couldn't haul it in. Second and 10. 2:34 on the clock. Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication, or at least it seems to be. It's going to be a fake handoff to Janolfi. Going to get taken
Janolfi, the ball carrier,
down for a loss.
taken down by number 58, Jackson Gertzikov.
Jackson Gertzikov on the tackle for loss.
Loss of 1 on the play. Third down, 11.
Third down. Third and 11. Foster towards the left side again, towards Million. Ooh. With the $1 million
Foster's
catch.
pass intended for number 1, Nas Million, is incomplete.
Going to be called incomplete though.
Great focus by Nas Million, though, despite it being out of
Fourth
bounds.
and 11 for
There
the
was a
Thunderbolts from the East
back
Greenwich
shoulder fade that
25-yard line.
Foster threw, and that was actually pretty good ball placement.
And that Daquan Foster Nas Million connection we will be seeing on the basketball court as well. They'll be playing, or likely be playing basketball for the Thunderbolts this season. We'll see how they do this year compared to last year's, let's say, disappointing finish. We're going to be a screen to Janolfi to the middle, a flag on the field.
Foster's pass is complete to number 26, Peyton Janolfi. There is a flag on the play.
And it's going to be a flag on the offense.
An eligible man downfield against the Thunderbolts.
And for an eligible man downfield, can you explain that a little bit for the viewers to, you
A
know?
5-yard penalty puts the ball on the East Greenwich 31-yard line. Fourth down, 16.
Fourth down at 16. Yeah, an eligible man downfield. Can you explain that a little bit more in depth? See what happened towards that.
So on
play?
that screenplay right there, they had an illegal man downfield, which basically means there was someone beyond the line of scrimmage that wasn't. It's usually a lineman that gets called for a legal man downfield, and it's on those type of screenplays, and they start just blocking a little too early.
1:05 left to go in the third quarter. Fourth down and deep for the Thunderbolts at the 30-yard line. Foster is just going to hand it quick to Cherry. Cherry's going to have running room and going to get an easy first down. Blown coverage.
To number 3, Nashby Cherry.
Nashby Cherry through the middle. And what should have been just a play to
Taken
Few
down
yards.
by number
Yeah.
30,
Few
Thomas
yards.
Slater.
that was just easy
Gain of
yardage.
30 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts first down. Timeout.
And Thunderbolts will
Thunderbolts.
take a timeout here. There's 45.3 left on the clock. We'll be back for more.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone.
And welcome back, everybody, to Cranston Stadium. Right now, the Thunderbolts are on the door of East Greenwich again, trying to score another touchdown. They're up 36-14 by 3 scores. Let's see if they can make it 4. Gonna be a play action, a toss, and touchdown. Brady Kitterick with his first touchdown of the game.
That's my guy, Brady Kitterick.
Brady Kitterick, man of the people, his first touchdown of the day. And East now up 42-14.
They had him switch jerseys for that one so he can become an eligible receiver.
Usually
Kitterick is used to wearing 74, correct?
Yeah.
Number 12, David White.
Brady Kitterick, a man of many numbers. Last year he was wearing 88, now this year 74/80. And now it'll be David White to attempt the extra. And the kick is blocked. And
is blocked
low trajectory
with
right
41
there.
seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cranston East 42, East Greenwich 14.
yeah, good thing East went for that 2-point conversion earlier. East up majorly right now, 42-14. We're gonna be right back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
Okay, we're back here quick at Cranston Stadium. A passing touchdown received by Brady Kitterick puts them up 42-14. David White to kick it off. It's going to be returnable. Going towards the middle now to the left side. Nearly tripped up. Sheeran trying to make some room before being taken down at the 45-yard line.
Number 12, Thomas Sheeran on the return. Taken down by number 3, Nashby Cherry.
And now you're up 4 scores now.
1st and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 47-yard line.
Cam, if you're Cranston East, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good at this point. I think you should just put in the backups. Let them get some reps in. Obviously, they're going to have a bigger role on this team next year, so might as well just let them get all the reps they can.
I'll just get a little taste of what it's like to be playing and getting the snaps. That'll be trips right. Gonna be a screen to Sheeran. Sheeran with running room. Sheeran tripped up by Alexandre Jones.
The Thomas's pass is complete to number 12, Thomas Sheeran. Tripped up by number 10, Alex Jones. Gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts' 37-yard line.
East Greenwich. Bunch of yardage there. And that'll be the end of the third quarter here at Cranston Stadium. Your Thunderbolts up 42-14. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Tim Mead and Cam Lynn. We'll be right back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! All right, and welcome back, everybody, to Cranston Stadium here for Thunderbolts versus Avengers. It's going to be a pass completed.
Thomas's pass is complete to number 15, Patrick Kiernan.
And Avengers down big, 42-14.
Gain of 12 on the play. First
Damn,
and
if
10
you're
for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts 25.
If you're East Greenwich, what's that mentality you should be having right now?
You just go big or go home. You got to get a touchdown by any means necessary right now. Try to stay in this game. I know there's only a quarter left, but the game's not over yet. You can still come back.
At the 25-yard line inside Thunderbolt territory, East only allowed 2 touchdowns so far, and those 2 touchdowns came in the first 2 drives. Man in motion, Thomas Sheeran, low snap. The Thomases stepping up under pressure and gonna get taken down by the East defensive lineman.
Taken down by number 69, DeAndre Brown, and 81, Alessandro Duffy.
DeAndre Brown and Alessandro Duffy on the tackle.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second down, 8.
Second and 8. Second and 8. 10:56 left on the official clock. Gonna be a bubble screen to Sheeran using the right sideline before getting taken down and getting the first down about the 10-yard line.
The Thomas's pass is complete to number 12, Thomas Sheeran. Knocked out of bounds by number 10, Alex Jones.
And moving slowly down with time running.
Gain of 12 on the play is good for an East Greenwich first down.
I don't know if there's still that
First and
running
10 for
clock
East Greenwich
rule.
from the Thunderbolts 11-yard line.
Clock is running. 10:15 on the clock as we look to wrap things up. In motion is Sheeran, rolling to the left. The Thomases firing and broken up by the Thunderbolts. No call there. Nas Million blankets the coverage.
Is broken up.
It was a great
By
way to
number
break up
1,
that play right there.
Nas
And that was
Million.
nearly intercepted by Emmanuel Murillo.
Second down, 10.
And they'll stop the clock there. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. Inside the red zone, man in motion is Spencer Warburton. A fire towards the middle, nearly intercepted again.
The Thomas's pass intended for number 22, Cade Thomas, is incomplete.
Now, the Thomases is really throwing some scary passes right now, but this is really all he can do. He has to play a very aggressive type of football right now because at this point they really have nothing left to lose.
Third and 10 for East Greenwich from the Thunderbolts' 11-yard line.
9:45 to go.
I think it would be a little bit heartbreaking if you're an Avenger here, if you come all the way down into East Red Zone, you have a very good methodical drive, and you can't just put the ball in the end zone. It'd be a little bit soul-crushing for them right now.
Third and 10 inside the 10. Actually about the 11-yard line to Thomas's. Towards the left side, wide open, touchdown, Cade Thomas.
The Thomas's pass is complete.
And add
to
another
number
score
22, Cade Thomas. Touchdown
for the
East
Avengers.
Greenwich.
And East Greenwich is going to get their third score of the game.
That's that's a little bit better for them, I think. Now they showed that they can actually get down the field and put some points on the board. And if they want to come back and win this game, they need to do that every single drive.
Number 6, Tyler
And more
Assay to
importantly,
attempt
they
the
really
point
need to shut
after
out
for
East
Greenwich.
on offense as well. They need to take away all these looks. And so far in these past couple of drives, they've done a pretty good job at that. Holding them off on the first opening drive.
With 9 minutes and 16
They just need to
seconds
repeat that
remaining in
drive
the
right
fourth
there.
quarter. Princeton East 42, East Greenwich 21.
And all right. Now the Avengers are down by the amount of points they've scored, 21. So a little bit more points to get, but we'll see what will happen. Again, it's
I think
football.
now you start to put in the backups, most definitely. You only have 9 minutes left in the quarter, and I think the backups are good enough where they can manage the game and not blow it out of the water, you know. Plus, you know, they can get the reps in. And I think that's what they're doing.
Number 6, Tyler Assay to kick off for East Greenwich. Back deep for the Thunderbolts. Number 3, Nashby Cherry, and number 4, Antonello Lucetti.
Well, now this game is basically about to be wrapped up. It'll be a short kick. Murillo using the left side to his advantage. And takes a hard hit.
But he fell on
Number
top of the defender
24,
right there. I
Emmanuel
think
Murillo
that
on
was
the
him
return.
delivering that hard hit
Taken
right there.
down by number 9,
Lowered his
Spencer
shoulder and just ran
Warburg.
over the defender.
.12 to go. Ball spotted at the Thunderbolts' 48-yard line. Thunderbolts. Apologies for the bad joke I'm about to make. Raining down on the Avengers right now.
First and 10 for the Thunderbolts from
Just
their
in
own
time
48-yard line.
For the hurricane to arrive, but a little bit later. I think it's a hurricane or just a really
Tropical
big
storm, I
Oh,
believe.
tropical storm.
Yeah, we're going to get some of the remnants of it. The Panthers and Falcons game last night definitely had some of that remnants of the tropical storm. Really affected how they threw the ball in that game as well.
Hey, you might have seen Marcus Mariota's, let's just say, Mahomes-like
Number
pass,
34,
which went
Dante Grosset,
towards the
ball
defender.
carrier.
He wishes he was Mahomes. That was a little
Stopped
bit
by
of
number
a
44, Jack
desperation
Gagliardi.
throw in that game. Actually, I'm not even sure if there was a point behind that throw, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he really should have just taken the sack right there.
Loss of 1 on the play.
I think he
Second down, 11.
Tackle for loss on the run. 8:45 to go. And yeah, I think he just like simply tripped up and just like, just like
Yeah, just
screw it.
try to get out there.
It'll be a handoff to Ginolfi. He has a lot of room to run, finding open room, evading defenders and getting taken down at the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Good way to navigate his blocks right there. You can see him trying to run to the back of the defenders, which is very good technique by him, trying to get more yardage. Big chunk play by Payne Ginolfi.
And Ginolfi has had a stellar game so far.
Gain of 25 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts. First
I think
down.
he's just missing that
First
cherry
and
on the
10 for
top, but he needs that
Thunderbolts from
touchdown
the
to really
East
seal this
Greenwich
great game they've had so far.
23-yard line.
Yeah, and this for high school fantasy football, that's what all fantasy managers would need. A touchdown would make it a big day, as it's going to be a give to
Dante Grosset, the ball carrier.
Dante Grosset, correction there. 7:57 to go, less than 8 minutes in play.
Gain of 10 on the play is good for a Thunderbolts first down. 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 13-yard line.
Gonna be another handoff to Grissett again. Gets to the 10-yard line.
Dante Grosset, the ball carrier. Taken down by number 30, Thomas Slater, and number 88, Ryan Evans. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6.
Yeah, make sure you're watching Fans Only Sports Network on Thanksgiving morning when the Thunderbolts will take on their cross-city rivals, the Cranston West Falcons. Handoff once again, won't go for much.
Dante Grosset, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Cam forgot
Stop
to
by
say,
number 61,
happy
Winzo
Veterans Day.
Yes, happy Veterans Day, Tim.
It is
No
truly
gain on the play.
happy Veterans Day.
3rd and goal for the Thunderbolts from the East Greenwich 9-yard line.
As it's gonna be 3rd down. And also be prepared for a turducken on Thanksgiving Day. We might reference that if the turducken actually comes in. Another handoff. Not going to go for much.
Number 8, Isaiah Romain, the ball carrier. Taken down by number 66, Parker London. Gain of 2 on the play. 4th and 4 for the Thunderbolts
5:43.
from the East Greenwich 7-yard line.
Foster. Another handoff on 4th down on the outside. Not going to go anywhere.
Dante Grosset, the ball carrier.
Grissett.
Taken down by number
Scoreless
88,
there.
Ryan Evans. No gain on the play results in a turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 7-yard line.
And how are you going to spend your Veterans Day, Cam?
I am going out to eat after this, and then I'm working. So, very lackluster day.
Yeah. And for the crowd here, should be a pleasant surprise to see them win, as they're the true winners here. They woke up nice and early and came here to watch some beautiful Thunderbolt football, which is not so beautiful at times, but hey, you get what you get. Gonna be a toss at the end zone. Gonna get
Number
taken down for a
33,
loss.
Boris Harrison, the ball carrier.
Toss play right there, just try to
Stopped by
get
number
create room for their
81,
offense.
Alessandro
Yeah,
Duffy, and number
they're
16,
basically
Michael
right
Terry.
within the 5, so they just want to get out of there. Run plays will definitely help with that.
Duffy and Terry on the stop.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down, 12.
Less than 5 minutes to go here at the stadium. Gonna be another run.
Number 41, Carlos Gallegos, the ball carrier.
This time by Gallegos.
Stopped by number 10, Alex Jones. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 7-yard line.
Four 12. A handoff.
I think that's a sign at this point East Greenwich has pretty
Number
much
33,
accepted
Boris
defeat.
Harrison, the
They're
ball
just
carrier.
running the ball, try to get this game over with at this point.
Stopped by number 32, Jamil Montiel.
Jamil Montiel on the stop. And
I like
it's
that
going to
name.
force a punt. I'd like to meet him one day. Really do.
Gain of 1 on the play. 4th down, 9. Number 82, Henry Seeley in punt formation for East Greenwich. Back deep for the Thunderbolts, number 2, Romeo Cordero, and number 3, Nashby Cherry.
Going to be a punt from their own end zone.
Oh, that was
And
about a 30-yard punt, I believe. Give East
The
excellent field
punt is
position,
down at
but
the East
I don't
Greenwich
think they really want that field
31-yard
position
line.
right now. They're just looking to chew clock, and
Yeah.
obviously you can chew clock a lot better with less yardage to work with.
yeah, that would be a cut-worthy punt if this was the
Timeout.
NFL.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts take a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! Great defense.
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his.
And welcome back, everybody. This is high school varsity football presented by the Fans Only Sports Network. Right now, it's Thunderbolts 42, Avengers 21 in the fourth quarter. 3:14 on the official clock. It's going to be the backup Chagnon in. Handoff going to go for a loss.
Number 18, Ethan Peliquin, the ball carrier.
And as East will
Taken down
roll
by number
easily into a
56,
victory,
James
Cam,
Jenna.
how much does this win affect the motivations or hype for the team coming into their
Loss of 2 on
West
the
game?
play. 2nd down, 12.
I think it proves to the players on this team that they're capable of so much more than they've done this season, and it gives them a lot of motivation going into this next game. And I think it's really like pivotal that they get into this winning mindset from this last game.
Ethan Peliquin, the ball carrier.
The coming week and play West.
No gain there, nor a loss.
Stopped by number 88, Ryan Evans. No gain on the play. 3rd down, 12.
Third and 12. And nothing there.
Dante Grosset, the ball carrier. Stopped by number 66, Parker London. Loss of 2 on the play. 4th down, 12.
And I have no clue what they're doing on the sideline, but it sure seems fun. We forced down and they're going to try it. Oh, never mind. Actually, let's see what they'll do here. 1:10 on the clock. Handoff. Nothing there, as it will likely be the final score, 42-21. If score remains, it's going to be a turnover on
Dante
downs.
Grosset, the ball carrier. Stopped by number 66, Parker London.
East.
Gain of 1 on the play results in a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for East Greenwich from their own 34-yard line.
And East will get their first win of the season, even if it is a consolation win. A win is a win. It'll be 42-21. Gonna be a pass, caught.
Carson Hardesky's pass is complete to number 38, Ryan McCarthy.
And now it's Carson
Taken down by
Hardesky in
number 4,
the
Antonello Lucetti.
quarterback slot.
Gain of 7 on the play. Second down, 7. Correction, second down, 3.
And sacked and fumble. Going to be recovered by
There's a fumble
the
on the
Avengers.
play.
And the clock will
Recovered by number 29,
wind down. We
Colin
thank
Hartran.
everybody here today for watching D2 high school varsity football between the Cranston East Thunderbolts and the East Greenwich Avengers. Thank you to our crew here, Camlin for doing camera and analyst work,
That is the end of the game
Matt
with
Jones
the
for
score.
setting
Cranston
everything
East
up,
42, East
and
Greenwich
thank you to
21.
our cameramen Ashton
We hope
and
to see
Larry
you all
down on
back
the
here
sideline, always
Thanksgiving
doing hard
morning
work.
for the 49th
Our
edition of the
TSM writer
Cranston
Charlie Adams,
Thanksgiving Football
thank you to
Classic
him.
between
And
the Thunderbolts and
that'll
Cranston
be it
West.
for us
Kickoff is
for
at
football
10
this
a.m.
season, as
On
East
behalf of
closes
Cranston High
out
School East,
the
we'd like to
regular
thank everyone for
season, or
attending
the
today's
second last home
contest.
game with a
As you leave the
42-21
stadium,
win.
please
Again, thank you
remember
for
that
watching and have
participants
a
involved in
great rest of
today's
your Veterans
contest
Day, folks.
gave their very
Again,
best
happy
effort.
Veterans Day.
Please continue. Student athletes by acting in sportsmanlike